Please, let me know that we'll be okay. Customer service. I work in customer service and AMP. I have the same line I've been trained to say, hi, welcome to. Are you here to pick up or place an order? It boils my blood when people just interrupt me mid-sentence, so I'll intentionally pretend I didn't hear. Customer service conundrum. I'm a customer service representative, and I'm stuck reciting the same scripted greeting that's been ingrained in my training. Hi, welcome to. Are you here to pick up or place an order? It's infuriating when customers interrupt me mid-sentence, so I've developed a tactic to deal with it. I pretend not to hear them and reiterate my line, hoping they'll learn to let me finish speaking. I've also devised a way to handle customers who try to rush me when it's time for payment. When they toss a handful of cash and coins onto the counter, I deliberately take a moment longer to gather it all up. As I'm handing them their change, I make eye contact and place the money on the counter before bidding them a warm farewell with a cheerful, "Have a wonderful day." This response is a retelling of the original story, maintaining the same essence and emotions without any modifications to the original sections. TLDR: a customer service representative shares their experience of dealing with frustrating customers, including those who interrupt them and those who try to rush the payment process. I drive my friend and his wife when it rains at night. My friend and his wife love rain at night and love driving around, but not the actual driving part. So when it rains at night, they pay for me to drive them around. They play some music, bring snacks, blankets, get real cozy. On rainy nights, I often find myself behind the wheel, chauffeuring my friend and his wife around their neighborhood. My friend and his wife have an affection for nocturnal rain showers and the pleasure of cruising around in the comfort of a vehicle, as long as they're not the ones driving. As a result, they frequently compensate me for the task, allowing them to indulge in the leisurely experience without the responsibility of operating the vehicle. The atmosphere becomes even more inviting as they bring along music, snacks, and blankets, transforming the backseat into a cozy retreat. They remain in this snug state until the wife finally drifts off to sleep. Their primary motivation is to provide her with this peaceful experience, while my friend gently carries her inside when it's time to return home. This arrangement has proven to be the perfect solution for me, as it helps alleviate my struggles with insomnia. Occasionally, my wife joins us for these evenings, and the dynamics shift to create a more intimate, double-date setting. As my wife and I now share this unique experience with our friends, we've begun to consider taking it to the next level by exploring the possibility of a foursome, but we're uncertain about how to broach the subject. Lady, you forgot your McFlurry. I'll keep this nice and short. I worked at McDonald's and had a customer, at TH second window, ask for McNugget sauce as I handed the food to her. We charge 25 cents per sauce if you didn't order nuggets, so I tell her this. She was so offended and in a forgotten treat. Sometimes these moments are truly unforgettable. I worked at a fast food establishment, where I interacted with a customer who had reached the second window in line. As I handed her her order, she requested the McNugget sauce. However, I had to inform her that we charge a small additional fee for the sauce if it wasn't included with her meal, which was the case. Her reaction was intense, and she became visibly agitated at the idea of paying an extra quarter for the sauce. Her anger escalated to the point where she slammed on the gas, speeding away, but in her haste, she left her food behind. I seized the opportunity to remind her of her forgotten items, loudly calling out, ma'am, your McFlurries." The lady was forced to reverse back into the drive-through lane, her expression still stern and unyielding. She didn't even glance in my direction as she reached out to collect her McFlurries, her gaze fixed straight ahead. It was a truly satisfying moment. TLDR: a customer became angry when informed she had to pay for McNugget sauce, sped away, and was forced to return for her forgotten McFlurries. AITA: for wanting my name on my niece's Christmas gifts? My sister gave me a list of things that my 3.5-year-old niece wants for Christmas. I went and made sure I bought a good number of the items and had them shipped to her house. She follows up with me via text to ask, which PR? Am I the asshole for expecting my name on the Christmas gifts I bought for my niece? My sister provided me with a list of my 3.5-year-old niece's desired Christmas presents. I made sure to purchase and ship a variety of the items to her house. In a subsequent text, she asked me which gifts I wanted her to label as being from Santa, and which ones should have my name on them. I found this question to be quite perplexing. If I had intended to make it seem like I bought the gifts, I wouldn't have gone to the trouble of buying them in the first place. She seemed to grasp my perspective somewhat, but it didn't appear to fully register with her. What do you think? AITA for screaming at my brother for ruining my me time? I take a special hour to relax with no electronics and just relax. I wear a bathrobe with heated socks and a sleep mask. It helps me feel relaxed, but my brother likes to ruin it for fun. My brother, 15M, barges into my R. Am I the asshole for losing my temper with my sibling over disrupting my alone time? I have a daily ritual where I carve out an hour for myself to unwind without any electronic distractions. I find solace in wearing a plush bathrobe, cozy heated socks, and a sleep mask, which helps me unwind and recharge. However, my younger brother often takes it upon himself to disrupt my peaceful retreat for his own amusement. My 15-year-old brother has a habit of bursting into my room without knocking, which can be incredibly frustrating. I've repeatedly asked him to respect my boundaries and knock before entering, but he consistently ignores my requests. On this particular occasion, I reached my breaking point when he made the same mistake for what felt like the 100th time. I stood up, feeling exasperated, and demanded that he leave my room immediately. My harsh words sent him into tears, and he quickly left without saying a word. Now, I'm feeling guilty and anxious about my outburst, and my parents are not pleased with my behavior. Edit. I'll add that I do try to be patient and understanding, but my brother's repeated disregard for my personal space has been wearing me down. I feel like I've been making excuses for him for too long. My friend's dad, 57-yo retired cop, posted this on Facebook. Somebody dumped a bag of household garbage near our community mailboxes today. Too bad they overlooked their name and account number in the footer of their bank papers inside it. Tore their mailing address off all rigged. A recent incident in our neighborhood has left some residents bewildered. A 57-year-old retired law enforcement official, whose child is a friend of mine, made a public post on Facebook about an incident involving discarded household waste. It appears that someone carelessly discarded a bag of trash near the community mailboxes. However, what the culprit failed to notice was that the trash contained sensitive documents bearing their bank information. The documents included their mailing address, but fortunately, the rest of the details remained intact. Fortunately, the victim's address was easily accessible in the local phone book, making it